Right, Paul, it's a very eventful transfer deadline day for Cheltenham Town. I think Cheltenham are one of the busiest clubs in the country. So how was it for you?
Yeah, it was a busy day. Normally in sort of League Two, there's not that much. Yeah, there's a bit, but we did have quite a bit of movement yesterday. You know, both in and out. Excuse me, both in and out. So yeah, I was pleased that we could get some fresh faces in to help the chaps, because it's sort of been the first opportunity that I've had to bring in players with league experience. You know. Prior to that, it was all sort of younger players, as we know, who've done very well for us, but it was young, and obviously the backup in the squad was very young. So, no, we're pleased with what we've done, and it's certainly now about trying to knit everything together and get the players, understanding each other's play.
Yeah, you've extended Lloyd to the end of the season, which is great news, but most of the signings have obviously been at the other end of the pitch, completely reshaped really the strike force and the attacking options, haven't you? So is that something you're quite excited about working with now?
Yeah, Elliot Richards can play in a number of positions across the front. Same with Wes. Obviously, Manset is different. He's a big, powerful striker, and the same with Denny. Denny's someone that can run the channels and is powerful and he's had experience. So we've got Jordan that joins, someone that knows the club. So that's a big plus. The fans know him, like him as well, which is good, and he wanted to come. He really wanted to come in. He did have other options, but so it was a really good day, and now it's about trying to, if we can get out on the training field today, getting them together and getting them to work together, and trying to pick up some wins.
Yeah, Wes Burns has scored a couple of goals against Cheltenham this season for Bristol City and Oxford. So what did you see in him that made you want to bring him in here on loan?
Well, Burns has got real pace. He's got raw pace, which no defenders like to play against. And I think with us losing Jack Dunn, it was important that we added that pace to the front line, and we've done that with him. He's someone that can get in behind people. He's someone that can score goals, as we saw against us. So yeah, and he's a localish lad, which it does come into it. The geographically trying to get players in that maybe in the area is really beneficial to the club, because it's so expensive when we have to put players up. Yeah,
and you've got quite a lot of quick, skillful young players. Manset's obviously a bit different. He's not old, but he's got a bit more experience and he's physical presence, isn't he? So was that something you were specifically looking for to bring in?
Yeah, I think with Denny and with Matthew, it gives us a different option. It gives the defenders a different option. I think with Jack, you have to be a bit more precise in defeat or in behind. Although he does have a fight for the ball, as we've seen. So yeah, we were lacking in height up top, and we get that. We get that with Manset, and we get that with Denny. So and you need that. You do need that. There's a lot of balls cleared upfield, and a physical presence is something that we need. So I've tried to balance out the front line with some goals. I think we've brought some goals to the club, hopefully, and also some strength and power.
Yeah, and the loan window reopens after a week, so you can make further changes if you want to. Do you think you want to settle things down now? Do you think there could be more ins and outs when that reopens?
Well, I think over the the past weeks, I feel for the players, and I feel for the fans as well, because I don't think we haven't got what we've deserved at times. We've got very little for our troubles, but there has definitely been a big improvement in the way the team functions. Our play, our creating chances, and we've got to keep that going. We've got these players have got to add to that. They've got to come into knowing how we've been playing, but also give us a goal threat, and also help us stop conceding goals. So I think the biggest thing now is for us to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. Penalties, giving penalties away. I think it's 3 penalties in 2 games. We've got to stop doing those silly things, and I think when you bring a couple of players in the size of those 2 up top, it gives us a bit more of an out.
Yeah, so overall, how pleased are you with the business you've done? Because you didn't have much to work with. You've had to balance the books, get players out, to free up cash. You've managed to do that and make some significant signings. How pleased are you with the reshaping of the squad?
Well, it's never easy at this stage of the season to be doing, so much to a squad, but it really did need it. And the players that we've moved on had to move on for various reasons, and I couldn't really change things until we've done that. So we have done it quite quickly, in the grand scheme of things, because all the players are contracted to the end of the season, and sometimes players won't move. So we have done it quickly, and we feel we've got the right players in. Again, it is having to come in line with the budget. Whatever I've saved of those players has to fit in with the ones coming in. So it's been a lot of haggling. There's been a lot of phone calls. It takes a lot of energy, but this is the job. This is what's required at this moment in time at our club. We have to get the place healthy. We have to get the place fighting. And I've got to be honest. I heard that there was one or two players smiling after the game. I don't, I think that might be sort of misplaced a little bit. I think sometimes that we've got to be careful. I think the biggest thing today is we've added. I'm trying my best to improve things and bring everyone together now. I think the biggest thing for us is the whole club comes together. We're in this position. We've been in a precarious position for quite a number of months now, going back to last season. So there's a lot of things that were fundamentally wrong, and now we're trying to get it right, and we do need everyone. We had tremendous following again, and we were all disappointed. In 75 minutes we're in that game, and followed on from Luton. It was very positive, and we've just got to be really careful, all of us now, that we don't want to fracture. We want to bring everyone together now. And really, really important. There's in the form guide. There's teams that are below us. We've got to be strong, all of us now. We've got to be positive, and sure, then we can pick up the wins we need.
Yeah. Does it feel? I mean, it was a new start when you came in, obviously, but does it feel like another new start on Saturday against Burton, with so many new players coming in?
Yeah, I mean it does, and I'm always looking at the lads that we've got here still, from previous, because they've got to stand up as well now. Everyone's got to stand up and be counted, and like I said, I've brought these players in to help the boys, and players have moved on, but that's life. If something's not functional, like we've not been functional for a long time, things have got to change, and I need everybody to be pulling their weight. I need everybody at the club to begin giving everything they've got, and totally professional. And all the players now, there's no point in if we have players in, we're bringing in new players. Well, of course we're bringing in new players, because we need to. We actually absolutely need to. We need to make some changes. We need to try and get this season over the line, so to speak. And I think we can do it. I really do. And it takes energy and it takes hard work, but it also takes honesty. And I want to get the place really honest and hard working, and I think these boys can do that. And I trust the lads that are here from the past, can change their ways and kick on as well.